Hello and welcome back to another OmniHeroes video. In this video, we're just going to go through, blast through this Abyss difficulty with a couple of different teams, different units. I'm going to try out the new units as well. So first things first, let's go ahead and build a team around Hecate. Let's go you, and you. And the reason that I'm going this is because we get the 40% dodge at this point. I don't think we will need it, but we'll see. So let's pop in Sal as well. Pop these two in the front slot, and then we can change up these relics as well. So bear with me. We will go with Spear. We'll go with Sphere and Hand of Tyr as well. Again, if you don't have these, Healing Vase works absolutely fine, and then Blades of Chaos work absolutely fine for a team like this, no problem. Now, Hecate, what do I think of Hecate? She does massive damage, absolutely massive damage, and sometimes even outperforms Dahlia. But the problem is she is a glass cannon. As soon as she gets hit, she goes down effectively. As you can see, we're only on sort of the Abyss level difficulty, and she's already taken half damage from these, effectively from quite low tier enemies, I would say, to say the least. Now, Avengers, they're not the strongest team in the world, but I would still expect her to take a little more damage than she has done. We do get the attack increase and HP increase. Aphrodite will trigger here as well. And I think the reason that she survived primarily is because we have the Monarch synergy. So she's not able to take more than X amount of damage. Fortunately, that Monarch synergy has just sealed it, and she's done tremendous damage here against these enemies. Even, you know, but to be fair, a sort of a gentle breeze would end these enemies at this point anyway. But she's okay. She takes a lot of damage, and she doesn't have a lot of health very quick. Well, she doesn't have a lot of health full stop. She's going to die very frequently, which is why I'm running her in a Monarchs team rather than in a full Strikers build, or potentially even like a Mystifiers build as well. Strikers, Mystifiers, something like that. I've got the link for Sal just to have that Striker synergy. Again, I think we would have gone down had we not had the Monarch synergy in place. Not built up Avengers very much this season at all with regards to the seasonal content stuff, just because I've not got enough points, I don't think, at the moment. So we'll have to see. What I would really like is if I could get a proof of a certain proof. So we only have to have 2 to activate a seasonal synergy, and have enough to build up 2. So yeah, as you can see, she's doing a ton of damage. Much more than anybody else on the team, especially if you can get a heal in before she attacks. She's going to do absolutely massive damage. But again, her limitation compared to the other units that are going to be released this season, so Pandora and Chang'e as well, is that she doesn't ultimate more than once. And Sal, he's doing nowhere near as much damage as Hecate is as well. So it is, again, something to keep in mind. See, we even went down nearly. So it's 82%. Again, the teams that we're running, pretty subpar. So if we do something like this, take these out, and we go ahead and we pop in some better Avengers. So if we go to, say, these units here, this should give us a better feel for how we're doing. So we'll have to see whether or not this team is any better. Again, we don't have Mavis in this team. We did have to sacrifice Mavis's spot for Hecate, but I think she should be worth it. Specifically, I think she should be worth it because she does much more damage. Now, Mavis is always going to be your counter to Dooms, or any type of sort of corrode damage, reflect damage, anything like that. She will be your counter to. because when she dies, she does attacks. If you get Hecate up to 10 stars, which I know it's not very likely this season, only massive whales will be able to get her up to 10 stars. But when you do get her up to 10 stars, when Mavis dies, Hecate will transfer all of the attack stacks that she has over to Mavis, or over to whichever unit dies. So if, say, for example, we have Nerissa go down here in this one, then when Nerissa revives, she will gain Hecate's attack stats. So she is very much, when she hits 10 stars, she is a support unit. So just something to keep in mind there. Sorry about that. Thought my wife was back. But yeah, so as you can see, in every round so far, she has done the most damage. Full stop. So let's go ahead and check out. I would show you the Ethereal unit. So by Sujen. By Sujen, I think is very good. I think she's going to have a tremendous impact on this Ethereal's team. And the reason for that is whenever you get a crit, you increase HP by 50%, stacked up to 10 times. Really, really strong ability, but currently I believe it's broken. And I believe she applies attack stacks instead of HP stacks, which is good, but it's not increasing HP, which is what they really need. So let's jump in to Glorian's team, and let's build up our Glorians. Now, did I invest my tokens in here? Let's see. Yes, I did. So I invested into this this light energy, so we'll be able to see this light energy and how it functions. So we're going to use the other new unit. So this is Chang'e. This is the one that I think is going to be mental this season. She is a striker as well, but again, we don't have striker synergy with her because we've only got her at 1 star. So let's pop in Talanas to link up with Audrey. We've got Wu Zetam because Wu is very good. Yeah, let's jump in and just test out how good this new setup is for the Hope Tree. So every time we gain any life, we will increase our attack and defense equal to I think it's 30 or 40%. I think I've got 30% at the moment. But again, it doubles and doubles again. So I think it goes up to 150% or a max of 100%. But as you can see, we're in round 1. And Hecate, sorry, not Hecate, but Chang'e has performed an ultimate. Now, the reason that is because of her passive. Her passive allows for, there's a 50% chance for her to cast an ultimate when taking an action. It can only trigger once per round. When you get her up to 8 stars, she does that 100% of the time. So for me, that's going to be huge. It's going to be absolutely mental how much damage she's actually going to do. Wu to steal and provide protection. And I think we can get a double proc here. We didn't get a double proc, but there is the chance to get a double proc. So whenever she takes action, she casts her ultimate. And then if you're on your second round, she'll cast her ultimate again. That is why I think that she's going to be absolutely broken, because we've seen this effect before. And there's only one other unit that does this, and that is Eudora. Just silly how powerful, how strong Eudora was. And now we've got one in Glorians. A lot of people ran her in Glorians just for the additional attack increases and sort of control effects or control effect immunity, so to speak. So as you can see, we've got an attack increase and defense increase from Audrey herself. We didn't proc this time. This is why I think you need her at 8 stars, because if she'd have ultimated, this front line would have gone down. So they would have been dead right off the bat. We do get the healing proc from Seraphina, so we'll increase attack and defense, and we also apply our hindrance as well. We do still steal Lily and Leah. Can we proc this time round? Yeah, we do get the double proc, so it is possible to double ultimate with her at 6 stars. And as you can see, because we took out the front row, she then aimed for the back row, and it's a clean sweep from Audrey here. Yeah, so she's done the most damage again, only just behind Audrey, but as you can see, Audrey is 5-star with exclusive runes. Again, and Chang'e is doing more damage than her because she procs. And that's about it. So, yeah, for me, very, very strong team. Now, let's jump into Arthur. Now, I picked up Arthur's red runes, as you can see. Got him 9 stars with red runes. What we need is for Arthur to survive for more than 1 to 2 rounds. If you, if all of your units in this first round take action, which they should do because they perform a basic attack, if they take action, they will proc Arthur's exclusive passive. So let me just show you exactly what it does. Jump into runes and let's enhance all. Let's get them up to 90. And then I've got other stuff to pump up as well, other runes to pump up. But before taking action, removes holy armor effect from all enemies. After an ally takes action, Arthur increases his defense and max HP by 100%, stacking up to 100 times. This effect triggers up to 10 times per round. So if you can get double actions for all of your units, which I suspect you will be able to, if you can, then he will, by round 10, he will be up to that 10,000% defense and max HP. His epics are absolutely fine. You do not need to go to red for this guy. It's very excessive going to red. I've found you only need this up to 25 times, because if you think about it, the way that the maths work out, 5 times 5 is 25, so we get up to that max, we get up to 2,500% increased defense and increased HP by the end of round 5. So by the end of round 10, we'll have up to 50, and then by the end of round by the end of round 15, we will have Arthur up to that full. Well, we won't even have him up to that full. The max stats here. So it would be up to 75, up to 75% effectively, or 75 stacks of this. So 7,500 stacks. So for me, really, really strong. Let's go with you, and let's go with you as well for the Phantom synergy. Although we do get strikers in this case. So if we were to take you out, and we can pop in Sylvan, or we can pop in another Phantom down here. Oh, there's no other Phantom, sorry. Well, anyway, 3 strikers, more than good enough, I think. Let's go ahead and change our relics up. Let's just show off Arthur with his full reds. Again, I only think you need epics for Arthur. I don't think you need anything else, but I do think that he does need those relics in order to function properly, effectively. So let's jump in. And let's see him in action. The reason that I put him on this front row is primarily because I think you can copy his buffs, but we'll test this out. So we'll see one unit take action on our team. So Elisha took action there. As you can see, he's got his increase in attack, max HP boost, and max physical and magical defense boost. We're up to 2 so far. When another one of our units takes action, that's going to go up to 3. Yep, so that's gone up to 3 HP and defense. And then let's see if we can copy it before these guys die. But they're all phantoms, so they should be coming back. So Doris to take action there. I think Dahlia has already taken action. So we've got 4 attack. Yeah, 4. And now we're up to 5 as well. So Dahlia has taken action. Looks like we cannot copy that buff. So yeah, it looks like we cannot copy the 5 HP boost and 5 defense boost. It is purely whenever a unit takes action, Arthur will proc that buff. And again, so that's 600% he's currently at. If we have a look again, yep, currently still at 600%. So Dahlia has now taken action, and now he's up to 700%. So he's got an additional 700% at the end, or during the middle of round 2. By the end of round 2, Arthur should have, so long as all of your team survive, Arthur should have his full or you should have 1,000 additional percent. So 1,000% defense, 1,000% attack. So that would be, I think that's the limit, the first limit. Oh no, it's 25. So again, by the end of round 5, you will have that passive built up, and that is all that you will need. I'm very, very sure about that, very confident that that is all that you will need. So let's just see it in action. As you can see, every time a unit of ours takes action, we increase our yeah, they're just straight up dying. So we took action there. As you can see, it procced Arthur's passive, but every time we deal reflect damage as well, we also proc this, his first passive. So his attack and HP go up, or the entire team's attack and HP go up. So we are able to carry on proccing this. And the Phantoms team is probably one of the better teams to test this out against. Yeah, he just needs this so badly. So as you can see, we've got 12 stacks of HP and 12 stacks of attack, whereas the rest of the team are currently sitting on sort of 2 stacks, 5 stacks here, 2 stacks HP increase. So we've actually only dealt 2 instances of reflect damage in that entire thing. But with Dahlia, the way that Dahlia works is that she copies those buffs. So Dahlia will copy Arthur's first passive, which is why I put them together. I don't put Cleo in this front slot. You can do, but Arthur tends to crumble relatively quickly without those runes. The other thing you've got to take into consideration is his debuff, debuff reflection. So you'll see white text pop up. We see this because every time we attack, Telenas is attempting to put defense reduction on us, but we reflect that back to them. We reflect that back to the enemy, and as you can see with this Verdiant synergy right here, we're starting to build up very, 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 very strong, very, very strong indeed. Yeah, it's just the more that I use Arthur with his runes, Epic, half and half, full red, the more I start to like how good he is. He's very fun to use, especially against weaker enemies. Against stronger enemies, it takes a lot more. It takes a lot of... it takes a lot to... Against really strong enemies, Arthur needs to survive about 5 or 6 rounds, and then he can carry on till the end of the game, effectively. Now, I also picked up some runes for Elisha. Now, Elisha's runes, in case you don't know, we'll just have a quick check on here. Elisha's runes, ignore what I've done there. I don't have the celestial bits to evolve them. When allies take action, the stack limit for the attack boost effect that Elisha gains is increased to 25. So, what does that mean? It's this one. Elisha gains 1 stack. When an ally takes action, Elisha gains 1 stack of attack boost, increasing attack by 1,000%. The stack limit is 10. You only need epics for these. I am very sure about that. You only need epics for these. Red runes for these units here, it's just excessive. It really is. It's properly excessive. So we'll go you, and really I do want to try the new unit out, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use Dorabella on this one. And now we've got 3 out of 3 monarchs. We should be absolutely fine. Pop these 2 at the front. Let's go ahead and change these relics up slightly. Oh, and another thing, Ethereal's getting a new relic. Go and check it out. It is gonna be sweet. I tell you now, it's a long time coming. Ethereals have needed it for a long time. Go you, and let's jump in. But yes, new relic for Ethereal / Dooms. It is 100 relic energy, and that will be coming out. It's the second relic that's going to be released this season. So in around a month and a bit's time, a month and a week, something like that, is when that will be released. It's going to be really, really strong. Now, Elisha, as you can see, she's gaining additional attack every time we take action. So Elisha will have the highest attack on the team, but she will also be picking up, or she will also be providing support in the form of attack up and HP up stacks, up to a max of 50, I believe, for her, which is why the team gets so strong so quickly. As you can see, taking very, very little damage. If I had bumped up my Ethereals this time round, I would have been able to, every time we missed an attack, we would have performed an ultimate. So it's just something to keep in mind. But there you go. So very, very quick, very, very powerful. Eudora really, really has found a good partner in Elisha. What a combo. What a combo. And the new unit as well, Bai Su-Gen. So Bai Su-Gen is an enchanter, and also whenever you deal a crit, you increase your HP by 50% up to 500%. Really, really strong unit. As soon as they get the HP increase fixed, because at the moment it just increases attack, and this team does more than enough damage. It does more than enough damage. It's just survivability that you're looking for with this team, realistically. But again, Hecate can not Hecate, Bai Su-Gen can provide that to the team, and she does fit in very well with the enchanters side of things, specifically with Eudora. Pairs up very well with Eudora. Elisha kind of needs an Ethereal Monarch on here, but again, that's very far off. I suspect that's going to be coming in like a year's time, that she'll have an exceptionally good partner. But it is what it is. So there we go. That is 10 stages done, using all of the different units, all the different team builds, showing off a couple of the upgrades that I've done, and what my thoughts are on the different or the previous season's runes. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and let me know how it's going.